hell, it worked. Ah, we're live. Sweet. And we're probably the only ones here. It means we can do where the hell we want. Yay.
We always do anyways.
That's right. So, yeah, I'm trying to find a. Doesn't Keanu play stuff from New York Post all the time? So I'm trying to find something I can play with it. Trying to find something I can play without getting in trouble. I think she does. I'm gonna chance it and go with this if I can find it. Yeah, it got batshit crazy. This is ridiculous. This should have ended like over a year ago. With that Tiffany Haynard. Let's see. All right, find New York Post. I saw that on there. There it is. And they're using Fox. I use Fox. I get in trouble. Bloody hell. Okay, let me do.
I don't see the Barbara.
Do what?
I don't see the Barbara.
Oh. Hey, push-ups. What's up, buddy? What you doing? Boom. How about that? Isn't that just awesome? We can do that.
How's my sound?
Yeah, how's her sound? She need to turn it up any?
I wouldn't know how.
How about now?
Hello guys.
God. Really, dude? He's already let the... But as soon as I gave him mod powers, it went straight to his head. Oh, my God. I love you, bro. I really do. Okay, we're going to do this. God.
Of a full-blown brawl, literally. It all started when activist Jedediah Brown launched into a fiery speech, calling Henyard a half-assed mayor and accusing her of sleeping her way to the top. Things escalated fast when Brown called Henyard a vulgar name and walked away, only to be immediately charged by Henyard's boyfriend, Kamal Woods. That's when all hell broke loose. Henyard shoved a table aside and ran straight into the melee. Video from the meeting shows her diving into the chaos as security tried to separate the crowd. Witnesses say she lost a shoe, possibly a wig, and even hit her head on a table during the scuffle. I have never seen a politician jump into a fight like that, and it was scary and horrible, one eyewitness told local media. Another added, it was one thing when the guys were fighting, but when she jumped in, I was floored. It remains unclear if Henyard was trying to break up the fight or if she was actively involved in it. No arrests were made, and Brown was carried out by police. The meeting itself was already tense, with township officials questioning how grant money was being used for an at-risk youth program run by Woods and another man. Both were placed on paid leave as the board voted to bring in an independent auditor. Henyard slammed the move as political retaliation and has threatened legal action. This latest controversy follows a string of scandals for the self-proclaimed super mayor. She recently lost her bid for re-election as Thornton Township supervisor, claimed voter suppression, and was just found in contempt of court for stonewalling liquor licenses. For more stories just like these, be sure to subscribe to the New York Post right here on YouTube.
Oh, my God. What the bloody hell is wrong here? I mean, God.
I wonder what her chart looks like astrologically.
I don't know, but, wait a second here.
Like a Scorpio Mars or like a heavy fire chart.
What did I do here? Oh, great. I screwed it all up. Let me see here. Oh, right there. Bye-bye. There it goes. We're getting this all figured out now. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, this has gone on way too long. Everybody knows she's corrupt. And then they hired Beetlejuice to go in there. Oh, is that not the pot calling the kettle black?
You're gonna go there?
I just went there. I just had to go there. I mean, not trying to sound racist, but God, what is wrong with these people?
Yeah, Chrissy has been talking about it. She's the one that alerted me, a couple months ago.
Yeah, oh man, it's been going on for, I want to say damn near 2 years. Let me see here. Let me look her up real quick. See. Tiffany. That's all you gotta do is put in Tiffany, and that's the first thing that pops up. Wikipedia. Born June 1983, American politician. I would not call her a politician. She's been the mayor since 2021. Okay, mayor of Dalton, Illinois since 2021 and supervisor of Thornton Township since 2022. How can you do both of those? That's like, I don't get it.
I had 2 job titles at the same time under one company.
I mean, the FBI's already investigated. Why is this still going on? Okay, check this. Haynard was a village trustee of Dalton, having first won election in the 2013 plurality at large election. Is a type of block voting method for multi-winner elections. Each voter may cast as many votes as the number of seats to be filled. The candidates with the most are elected. What the hell is that? That just, yeah, I don't know.
Yay, Meg made it.
Mag! What's up, Mag?
We're gonna have some internet delays, but yay.
What's she saying here?
Favorite.
Hi, sweetie. Glad you guys are here. So,
Yeah, did Meg ever talk about her mod power?
I sent her a Did you get my message on Facebook? And I explained the whole deal. You don't have to mod,
Yeah, you're not
but you have the
sure.
powers because when you're in here, if somebody ever comes in and gives you any kind of shit, just get rid of them.
But you
I
have
want
that
this to be a,
responsibility, like,
yeah.
it's not a job or anything.
Just make this a safe, happy place for all of you guys. So, whose birthday is it?
It was
It's
yours
been
last
years.
week. Maybe that's what
Yeah,
it
mine was last week.
And I had like no energy, but I'm a lot better today.
That's cool. That's cool because she's going to be running this shit show later on tonight, people. And I'm going to sit here and do nothing.
It's gonna get nerdy. Turn yourself up. I wish I could.
Yeah,
Can you turn me up, Chris?
I can't. Check your settings on your computer. You know, down at the bottom should be like a little thing that you can go into in the sound settings. This thing still says birthday bash. Uh-oh. Let me look.
Now I can hear better, but can you guys hear me better?
A little bit.
Do it a little bit more. But it's definitely not. Well, I just fucked that up.
Or maybe move the microphone closer to you.
clicked out. Close me out for a second.
You do what now?
I clicked on something. Now I gotta figure out. Like you might need to close me out for a second.
I mean, you look okay. It's not interfering with anything.
Well, I don't know how to get back to that screen.
Okay. I can do that. Let me see here.
There we go.
What? Did you get it?
I got it. Yeah, this
Okay, cool.
microphone's totally just a prop. We couldn't. I only have 2 plugins, so it's either the camera and the mouse or the microphone, and I need the mouse, so that was one of the things we were messing with earlier. We'll have
We'll
to
get
test
it.
that another time.
Yeah. Okay, so.
Dang. I don't know why.
Oh, I was looking at the whole birthday thing.
We tested it earlier and we thought it was fine, Meg.
Okay, I'll fix that later on. And tonight after the show, when I do my Scream stream, yeah, stick around for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. I unlocked all the maps, so I'm going to be going into uncharted territory. And oh, it's cool. Last night, I actually got to go on my first multiplayer with somebody. This dude, he made me look bad. He really did, because he's like level 200, and I'm like, I'm 19 and 20. He's running back and forth, and I'm sitting there like trying to keep up with him and shit, and it was pretty good, pretty damn fast too. I was like, it just blew me away. So, no, that is actually worse, I think. Yeah, I can barely hear you now. The tank game? No, Demonologist, the jump scare game. We had a lot of fun with the tank game. War Thunder. We had fun over the weekend with that one. We did our weekly thing, and of course I'm out there fucking shit up because that's what I do. I said, we were racing, and I went around the other way and just sitting there just ramming people, trying to stop them from going through there and crossing the finish line. So, anyway, what am I looking for? Okay, so I just show him that video. You know, Keanu's been, this drama and shit that's been going on. Saw, hey buddy, what's up, bro?
Okay,
so,
if not, I'm gonna close me out and I'm gonna have my son swap to the other one.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and pop out. You should be able to pop back in whenever you're ready. Whoa, your eyes look really freaky. Oop, bye.
Yeah, they do.
She looked possessed. Hey, Saw, how you doing, bro? So, anyway, with all this drama with the whole Melanie thing and Chris, and it's just ridiculous. I did this. I figured she needed a little bit of spiritual guidance on this whole subject, so beep and hello. Excuse me 1 minute. Yeah. $50 on the Rhode Island Red. Yeah. I'm good for it. I'm the Pope. God. Yeah, I tell you. I'm sorry. I'm at a cockfight right now trying to earn some green, you know. So a friend of mine told me you could use a little help or some guidance, so here I am. The Pope. So he told me what's going on, and I tell you, don't worry. Write his song, don't worry. No, but don't worry. You know, it's not the way about. You know, I should know. I've been excommunicated so many times. It's unreal. And they're still pissed at me, you know. It's because a priest gets a little handsy with the altar boy, and I cut his balls off. Never hear the end of it. Fuck them. Everybody thinks they know what God wants for you. And they have no clue. No, don't worry about it. It'll all pass in time and life will be better than ever. I promise you that. The power of Jeebus compels you. He may have to litigate. Don't worry. So, what was that about her? Whoops. Let's go to that one. Okay, let me see. Yeah, the whole drama thing is just ridiculous. Well, the Pope, that's he's not Catholic either, believe it or not. He's the Pope. He's not the Pope. He's the Pope. And plus, he's also been excommunicated. So, I mean, my whole opinion on the thing, and I really don't have much of one, but I will say this. I know Blair White just released a video, and she releases one, you know, and it really, I know you guys are friends or whatnot, but it really rubbed me the wrong way. It did, because I can kind of relate a little bit. Okay, what's that? Oh, no, don't, we're all good here, dude. No, we can't. Hold on. Where is your mic at that you use? Is that on your deal?
It's right here. It's right here. This is the one I used last week. This is, but remember, you clicked something and then it was better, I thought.
Okay, well.
I've got it to the right things.
I need to shut that. I'm shutting it off. I don't think it's right for somebody to judge somebody else's faith. That's all. That's all I got to say about that. That's all. You know, and I can relate to it. The Pope. I can relate to that. I really can. Because, believe it or not, people, I'm Christian. I know I've dealt with it before because they see me, they look at the long hair and the tattoos and the heavy metal music or whatnot, and I never claimed to be a good one, but I'm pretty, I hate to say it, but I'm pretty knowledgeable when it comes to religion and the Bible. And, you know, I don't agree with people, you know, I've been made fun about it, and I'm like, dude, don't ever question my faith, because, I mean, that's between me and God, just like anybody else's. And you want to get technical about the Bible? Well, the Bible says, he without sin throw the first stone. I mean, I can start rattling stuff off just like anybody else does about the stuff. But that's how I feel about it. You know, I just.
Okay if I talk into this?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you sure? You guys can hear me now? I just gotta be loud?
It's a lot better.
Okay. Because I've got it, like, turned up. I've got it clicked on. I don't know what else to do, so.
You sound a lot better now than what you did.
Well, what does chat think?
What do you think, chat? If
not, next time I'll have to not have a mouse and I will try this microphone. But we picked these
Um,
2 out of the 3. So
I tell you what you need, and it's plugged in the back of my computer. I'll get something sent to you. They got a USB thing that'll have like more USB ports
an
on there.
adapter like thingy.
Yeah, it's just USB thing, and it's got more USB ports. What the hell just fell in my lap? Oh, that's my damn phone. Oh well. So here we go. Let's. Oh God, where should we go with this right now? Politics. Have you watched any of this shit show that's been going on? It's been fucking nuts. I swear to God. What's this? I can't read. I guess I could blow this thing up, make it bigger. Boop 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 boop. There's nothing wrong with tattoos. That's yeah, exactly. Push-ups. Actually, I can show you in the Bible where it talks about it. But here's the deal. You know, people look at this, oh, desecrating the temple of God or whatever they want to call it. I've read it. Some religions, they don't agree with women wearing pants. I've seen the verse in the Bible that talks about that. But the deal is, it's all in the interpretation. Everybody interprets it differently. So, you know, I consider this artwork. You know, I got 6 of them. I want more. You know, there's a difference between, you know, some kids out of high school making their own little tattoo gun, scribbling something stupid on their arm, compared to artwork. I don't consider that desecration. So screw them. That's the way I look at that. So I mean, it's like a lot of religions. They pick and choose verses in the Bible that, you know, fits their needs or whatever they think it does, and runs with that. So it's crazy. I mean, I grew up Baptist, but I pretty much hell, I can rattle off every damn book of the Bible. I'm not going to right now, but it's just
Matthew, Mark, Luke,
John, Acts, Romans, 1st and 2nd Corinthians, Galatians, Ephesians, Philippians, Colossians, 1st and 2nd Thessalonians. You want me to keep going? I can.
But I did go to, I mean, I put myself on the church bus every Sunday, and I went to Bible school, and I went to Awanas, I did it all. Like, I was a little theologian when I was like 10 years old. I went
Yeah.
to and then my boyfriend, when I was like 15, they ended up being Southern Baptist, and so I went to some of their stuff, and yeah, and then something with like they did these, and then another church where they did bells, and they did like a cotillion and stuff. Like I don't remember, but I visited like every church that I could because I just like to learn about it. I liked
Yeah.
being in the energy of it, and I just liked because they were different but similar. And so by the time I was 13 years old, I decided I did not have a religion. I was like I can't decide. Like everyone thinks that theirs is the one, and that then causes problems with my neighbor who thinks that his is the one. And then I could not just, one did not stick out definitively enough to me for me to be like, yep, that's it. Because
There
like,
can be only one.
I mean, once I went to middle school and I found out about like Buddha and Hinduism, and because I had never even learned about those religions, all I knew was Christian. You're a Christian. Other than that, you're wrong. So then when I was finally exposed to sociology and other religions, I was like fascinated by it. And so then I was like, well, shit, the Hindus like worship their sacred cows, and we eat a billion a billion burgers at McDonald's a day or whatever.
I don't think that's cow we're eating, but
Well, but how can we have those two such different opinions? And Hindu was around longer than Methodist was around or whatever. So, again, I just appreciate all of them. They all have, but I can't say for sure. Like, I love Christians, and I don't like telling Christians that I'm not a Christian, but I've got your back. like I do. So it's,
Yeah. Yeah, that's, it's what it's all about right there.
I'm not an atheist. I mean, it's just I'm very like there's something out there. I have a very strong relationship with whatever is up there, the universe. Like I make a joke that I made an agreement with the universe to come back here, or to come here and to like help everybody. And I was 17 years old, swearing that I had made an agreement with the universe where I get front row parking. I get front row parking. I get first class.
Here's your handicap placard.
And I know, ironically, like down the line, the fucking monkey's paw, fucking bullshit. Be careful what you wish for, but
Oh my God! I get out of here. I ain't coming back for shit, man.
well,
No way.
I got my way because, and like my high school sweetheart boyfriend, like we've been together like off and on throughout our whole lives, and he knows me better than probably anybody. And he'll laugh because still to this day I'll whip into, and not because I have a handicap spot, but I'll get the front row spot. Like I get front row, first class, VIP, and I get it like without trying, without it just happens. So I just joked that that was one of the conditions that I made to come here, and it 40-some years later, it's still working. So, and yeah,
I get the hell out of here. I ain't coming back for anything, man. And if I do, it better be as a girl's bicycle seat.
I got tricked. I'm pretty sure. Or it's because I like, I don't mind a good fight or a challenge, or it's like, who wants, like, who's bored and it's like, I want some donkeys. Give me the hardest animal to train,
A donkey!
So, yeah, I got 2 of them, and now they're little puppy dog donkeys.
Next show, you got some videos. You're going to have to show off some videos next show.
You can, we can click on my YouTube at any time and show them at any, you know what I mean?
Okay, let me start looking around for that, and we'll do that. I'll tell you what. But, man, I was watching shit today, and this is crazy. I saw a deal.
You're sweet.
It was, Feel the Burn, Bernie Sanders.
I just saw about 5 years ago. You should have seen me when I was 35. I look 25.
What was it? Oh, Bernie Mac. Or,
Bernie Mac and Melanie Mac. I'm the one that understood that the other night. Nobody else did. I was like, Mac.
It was me being stupid. Good God, people. Do you expect anything less of me?
Meg, the VIP because it touches exactly. That's the joke that Chris was making because now we're disabled. So now I get it.
I was sitting there at work one time and somebody did, I don't know what, I can't remember what they did. I was like, I'll break my crippled leg off in your ass. He's, which one? Oh, you asshole. He got me pretty good. It was funny. But anyway, I was watching this one video. Bernie Sanders, all these Democrats are just falling apart now. And he's like, we must all unite together against Donald Trump and this authoritarian, whatever the hell it is, dictatorship bullshit that they claiming that Trump's going on. And I'm sitting there thinking, fuck you. I seem to remember being called trash. And what else? Yeah. Oh, uneducated trash. Now you're wanting to get together. I don't think so. And if it was true, he's turning dictator on us. Hey, fuck it. You guys got this shit coming, all right? I'm sorry. That's my president. I voted for this shit, and I'm enjoying it, and I'm loving it that they are just totally falling apart on the shit. And now they want to unite. You guys are the assholes that pushed us all apart. So, okay. Smart-ass donkey doesn't trust humans. Watch this before getting a donkey.
Yeah, that one's too long click on my shorts.
Where you're sitting down, I can't. A cat's trying to get out. My cat does the same thing. I should know that. If I got the front door open and we got the glass door on the outside, he will run down the hallway and Tokyo drift around the corner and just barrel into it and just cannonball the front door,
Well, mine.
trying to knock it open.
Well, mine I taught to stand up and tap the doorknob to be let out. Like, that's what he does. He'll touch the doorknob and he'll turn around and he'll say out. And Sam was trying to tell me that, like, don't all cats do that? I was like, fuck no, all cats don't
No.
stand up and touch the doorknob to be let out every time.
I like when they start doing the whole running thing on the glass. Like you're,
Like,
I don't know.
my little girl does that on the refrigerator. Like, what the fuck are you doing? We're gonna do the cat one or a donkey?
Donkey. Look at those big eyes.
Yeah, that's my Johnny boy.
Come here and come get a cookie. Would you like a cookie, son? Oh, hold on, I dropped that one. Come on, Jack. Johnny's gonna get them all. Look at that cute. He's so cute.
So I've had him for like
Come on, Jack.
Yeah.
this one I've had
Get your cookie.
almost a year.
Oh.
Go away. Get a kiss. Can I have a kiss? Mwah.
Aw.
Mwah.
I want a kiss. I want a cookie.
They love kisses and cookies. Come here and come get a cookie.
They're just wrestling around and playing. They're really rough with each other.
Yeah.
So yeah, I need another USB port to be able to use this mic meg, which Chris said he will fix.
We will have that taken care of before the next show.
Didn't realize I only had
Johnny's
two,
walking Jack.
two
So this is what they will do to dogs, goats, sheep. They do it to each other. So that's why you gotta have two donkeys. They take turns doing this. It's pretty funny.
What are they doing? Just
grab each
push
other by the neck and they walk each other around.
He's
It's
just pushing them.
They take turns making the other one their bitch.
He's the little one too.
Like that bigger one's
Dorks.
letting him do that.
yeah.
This is what I do all day.
Good boy.
That's Jack.
Oh.
Good boys.
Little.
Good boy. Good boys. Hold on, Jack. Back up a little.
Yeah, you don't want to get bit by one of those. They don't feel too good. They're just so cute.
Yes.
This isn't really donkeys. This is me just bitching.
Ah.
That was our first snow we
Garden
got.
sucks. I hate the snow. Walking in a winter wonderland.
Scroll down and you'll find a raccoon short.
There's Johnny. Do you see yourself? Look at that cute boy. Look at that cute donkey. That's you.
They're very into the camera, by the way.
Oh, I bet.
Is trying to bite me. Cute boy. There's Johnny. Do you see yourself? Look at that cute boy.
All right, all right.
That one's
Oh.
funny.
Okay.
Come on, chicken shit.
Oh gosh, Mom's got a coat on. I'm scared. I'm so scared. Oh, kicky, kicky. Go, donkey, go! Go, donkey, go!
I had a coat on
Silly.
for the first time, and so he wouldn't come near me.
Come on, chicken shit.
Is it entertaining push-ups? This is my life.
Mom's got a coat on. I'm scared. I'm so scared. Oh, kicky, kicky. Go, donkey, go! Go, donkey, go!
Wrong one.
Silly.
There it is.
Come on, chicken shit.
Okay.
There's my bunny.
That actually sounded like me when I'm playing that game, because I've been sitting there like playing that game, and I can hear the ghost or demon or whatever like on the other side of the door or something, and I'm trying to get him out, and he's trying to set me up for a trap, and I'm sitting there like, come on, are you a Taylor Swift fan? Hello, are you a Taylor Swift fan? I bet you are.
Scroll down more. Find a coon one for him. They'll like
Find a coon.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's raccoon.
Hey there, I'm going to take this male squash
Squash
flower
have sex.
and hand pollinate this female
Yeah.
squash flower so that we can get her
It's literally
nice and
sex
big.
squash.
Pull that up. You see it's a female. Get her all in there. And now it'll grow nice and big. Like this one.
Well, that was very unepic.
Hey there.
There we go. There we go. Scroll
My
back.
child just hit the jackpot. Yeah.
We found like 100 morel mushrooms.
Now, what's a morel mushroom?
So he found like
Hillbilly delicacy.
50 mushrooms.
They were $200 a pound.
And he wants to sell
Whoa.
them.
Wow.
And
Wow.
look,
Literally, we hit a jack. It was right in our yard, too. It was a great day.
more.
Where's the raccoons? I want to see the raccoons.
We had one, and it's there. Oh, there's a humping raccoon.
Oh, get it on!
Rocky.
He's like, do you mind? I'm trying to hump this over here.
What push-ups?
Dude, this
Rocky.
only on our channel. Won't find this on Pornhub.
And so we didn't have him much longer after this. He went and found a girlfriend and lived in the forest. Okay, scroll another one. There's way cuter ones. There we go.
Okay.
There's a candy
Yummy
cane
hot
was
dog.
really cute.
There you go. That's late.
He would come visit us
Do you
every
like hot
night.
dogs?
Everybody loves fishy.
Got a little chatterbox. Got a little chatterbox.
He didn't like being in the bathroom, so I did it on purpose to get that little ASMR.
Yeah.
Got a little chatterbox.
Yeah, I'm basically, like I said, I'm Ace Ventura and Snow
Got a little
White
chatterbox.
had a baby. That's me.
All right, one more. Oh, wow.
Got both of these beggars.
There's
Aw.
Got both of these beggars. Got both of these beggars.
That is just so adorable right there. Love it.
It's,
I'll go ahead.
I was just say I literally live like Snow White's life. I just don't have little men like cleaning my house. But other than that, I live in the wilderness. I mean, literally, you know, it's a nice little, I don't know, it's fun.
That's awesome. I want to come visit.
Everybody does. It's like,
I'll
we've
go
got
play the
acres.
donkeys.
I want to do like a sanctuary where, you know, you can come and if you want to camp, bring your stuff, and then, you know, because we've got woods, we can meditate. I can do healings on you. You can do stuff like play with the donkeys. Like, I'm getting another animal that I haven't publicized yet. But after
What are you getting?
I'm not gonna say online yet. I got too many haters right now.
Ah.
But I put a deposit down. On
Is it a monkey?
January 1st, and I'll
Is it
get
a monkey?
No,
Is it a monkey?
have a monkey in Indiana.
Is it a monkey? Oh.
But I have pictures. I've
I want
held
a
a
monkey.
back when I was a palm reader at the fair. I made friends with the monkey man, who he had a little capuchin monkey, and he would just stand there and hand the monkey money, and he'd walk over and stuff. And he was a weird looking dude, but I'll make friends with any and everybody, and especially if you got a fucking monkey, I'm gonna be your friend. And
Just because I want to touch the monkey.
after the fair one night, I was walking to my car, and it was literally like movie. This guy is creepy. He lives in a van. He's got a giant German Shepherd tied up. Like, I'm walking through this lot at like 11:30 at night. Nobody's around. This dog jumps out and about attacks me. And then all of a sudden, this guy's like, "Hey, palm reader lady." And I don't know. I was like, "Oh shit, it's the monkey man." And so we bullshitted for like 10 minutes. Like, he told me his name. I still remember it. And then like the next day while the fair was going, I walked past him, and he was like, "Hey," he's like, "come over here." And he literally put the monkey on me. Monkey just was on my shoulders, on my head. Everybody was like, "Oh my God." And I was like, "Yay." And like, I got a bunch of pictures with him. It was amazing.
Aww.
Then I got to take my son, and he got to hold the monkey. Nobody else got to hold that monkey but us, because I made friends with that man. So,
A little palm reader lady.
palm reader lady.
She is the mistress of the mystical arts, which sucks. Cause now that's a cool name, and I'm the master baiter or something. I don't know. I need a cool name, but that's just that ain't gonna work. Oh, this guy. Ooh, check this out. I came across this guy not too long ago on YouTube.
Push-ups. I think that like I have like ADHD, so it's really hard for me sometimes. I get overwhelmed with trying to clean my own house. But if I go to like my friend's house, I can just it'll drive me nuts. I'll start picking shit up. I'll start cleaning up. And so I really want to start a business where people just swap and clean each other's house, because it's so much easier. So even more like Snow White.
All right, check this dude out. There's a little lag in that. Let me see if I can find something else that he's done. This guy is, I can't pronounce his name. He is a phenom on the drums. And, you see here, let me find a good one. Does this thing where he'll play with 3 drumsticks, and it's amazing to watch. Actually, let me go into my history. I'd probably find it quicker. Probably not now. Dang it. Let me go back to his channel. Try to find it. Bear with me.
Yeah, I can maybe do like a YouTuber's retreat or something where all the streamers come out here and do content in the middle of nowhere. We could do like an MTV Gauntlet style.
Oh shit. That ain't it. Oh,
Content house in the woods.
Let me go to my Facebook page. I think I posted it on my deal. Boy, this is causing a lot of lag here. But we'll get through it. I forgot to take the birthday bash off. Oh my god.
Slacking.
I know it. Hey, look at this SpaceX. Look, it's round, people. The planet is round. It's not flat. God. Flat earthers, I just can't. Let's throw science out the fucking door and just do whatever. Don't tell me if I can't find this. I'm going to be really upset.
Some science is bullshit.
Yeah. I agree.
I will never just trust the science. Whatever happened to the, gosh, of course I just forget about it.
Oh, there's something that
The
wants.
scientific method. Like, why aren't we coming up with a hypothesis and testing it and truly coming up with an outcome instead of just whatever the vested interests would like us to come up with?
I probably sent to him because he's my friend. He's a drummer. And I can't find it. I'll be damned. All right. It was pretty cool because the hi-hat that's right there by the snare. He throws his drumstick on there, and he's playing with 3 drumsticks, and somehow he's managing to keep that third drumstick going back and forth without even touching it. I mean, well, he's touching it with the other drumstick, but it's amazing. Here, you want science? Here's science for you. Ever heard of St. Elmo's fire?
The movie.
Yeah, this is a phenomenon caused during weather conditions on jets and planes and shit like that. See the purplish things? They'll boom right there. See on the front? That purple thing that was flashing? I'll explain that here in a minute. Well, I've been told when they refuel in midair, they have to shut their radars off, which is the radars in that nose cone, because they're extremely powerful and they could blow them all to kingdom come. See the purple on there? Yeah. That is St. Elmo's fire. I think explains it better than I can on here. And of course they don't. All right, let's go back to the show here. I'll pull it up and I'll explain it to you. So St. Elmo's Fire is a movie back in the day. St. Elmo's Fire. Kids are learning something new today. St. Elmo's fire is a rare visible electrical discharge that can occur around an airplane. It's similar to a neon light and can appear as a bluish or violet brush-like jets from the wing, propeller, or windscreen. How it occurs: charged atmosphere. When the atmosphere becomes charged, like during a storm, An electric field is created. Strong electrical potential when an object and the air around it have a strong enough electrical potential causes a plasma discharge. And apparently it's not dangerous per se. I mean, I don't see where anybody's had any problems with it. And there it is. Okay, I guess it can cause some problems. Who would have guessed? All right. So, you ready to get on it, Araya?
I'm not gonna do a whole lot. I don't want to bore people, but I just figure we could do a little bit at a time. You know what I mean? Kind of.
Okay, I'm gonna play a Skeletor video real quick and let you psych yourself up and stuff or whatnot.
Are we gonna use like code words?
I'll explain all that in a little bit. Don't delay. Be happy. I came across some new ones, man. These are just horribly funny.
Going to the gym now.
What?
Hey, Tila, why do vegans use vibrators?
Oh my god. Skeletor, why?
Because they can't take real meat.
Okay, how is a woman like a condom?
How, He-Man?
Both spend more time in your wallet than on your wiener.
Did you hear that Michael Jackson might have died from a food poisoning?
Really?
Yeah, he ate 12-year-old nuts.
Hey, Brave Star, why do Native Americans hate April?
Why, He-Man, never heard about that.
Because April showers bring May flowers, and May flowers bring white people.
Why do black people visit the Liberty Bell?
Why Megatron?
They heard there is crack in it.
What does Catholic priests and J.C. Penney's have in common?
What do they have in common, Cobra?
Little boys' pants always half off.
Did you heard about that guy who chopped his left side off?
No.
He is all right now.
Do you guys know why my native people hate snow?
No, Brave Star, why is that?
Because it's white and settles on our land.
When I die, I want to be burned. And my ashes should be put into Evil Lynn's burrito so I can tear her ass up one more time.
Why did that white guy get to that black person's garage cell?
Why Megatron?
To get his stuff back.
Did you know that 85% of solo travelers are women?
No, haven't known this yet.
Yeah, bitches really be tripping.
What is the difference between Iron Man and Iron Woman?
Huh? What is the difference, Megatron?
One is a superhero. The other one just follows a simple command.
Why do black people have nice shoes, nice cars, and nice clothes, but not a nice house?
Why, Skeletor?
They haven't learned to steal houses yet.
Oh my God.
What would Martin Luther King be if he was white?
Oh my God.
Dunno, Brave Star?
He would be still alive.
Okay. That's enough of that shit. Oh my God, that's just horrible. I feel bad now. I'm over it. So, anyway. Okay, before we get started on here, I want to point out to you that we have a disclaimer on this video. It's in the descriptions, and you don't have to read it, but I'm going to go ahead and read it to you so we're all know what the deal is. Yeah, we got to be professional here. Heaven forbid. It's just one more thing for them to bitch about. So, anyway, find the video and Yeah. Ooh, I need to mute this thing. Okay. And there is no deal on there. That's weird. I put one on there. And I know I did because I saved it and everything. Okay, well that's just freaking weird. What the hell? It's not. It did not save. Okay, I'll add it. It basically. I'm gonna basically, it's the same as they have on theirs. There it is. The information contained within the Think Twice Global Vaccine Institute website is for educational and informational purposes only and is not to be construed as medical advice. Licensed health practitioners are available for this purpose. So, this is just our thoughts and feelings on this. And as always, consult a licensed physician before making a decision on something like this. There you have it. There is our deal on it. So, you want to take it, Araya? And tell me what to pull up around here, and I'll take care of it.
Thing. I don't really. I was kind of hoping you would have more of a. It's what I was going to start with is how I found this website, how I came to have the view that I have, and then what this website has, so then other people can then use this website, basically. So, when I was pregnant, a great friend of mine who was also my boss, who we had never spoke about medical anything, but she was very, very healthy. This chick was like ideal, like beautiful, long, healthy hair, great skin. Just, she was very, very healthy. She, like, someone to a role model. And when she found out I was pregnant, she was like, hey, look at this website. And that's all she did. Like, she did not try to sway me. But once I got on here, because she knows I'm a researcher, I got on here and my whole world went upside down. Because a few years, well, the one time I went and got a flu shot, I got super duper sick. I didn't have a job at the time. My best friend worked at like the American Academy of Physicians or Family Physicians or whatever it was, and she's like, hey, go get a flu shot. And I was like, you know what, I will. And I went and stood in line at a state fair coliseum. It was a cattle call, and I went and got this flu shot, and the next day I was sicker than I've ever been in my life.
Damn.
Found out my grandma also has a severe reaction to the flu shot, to the point where it was in her medical records, and it stated that she was allergic to the flu shot. So this is something that has been generations back and decades existing, that we have had a sensitivity or a reaction or an allergy to the flu shot or something in the flu shot. And so that's where, you know, I had a reaction, first of all. It was mild, but still. The one time I got the stupid vaccine, I got sick as a dog.
Yeah.
Prior to that, when I was a teenager, I worked in nursing homes. So I was offered certain vaccines to help, like they were free, and they were because you worked in the healthcare, and one of them was like the Hep B series, and it was literally a series where you had to go in and like you get like one shot, and then like a month later you get another shot, and like a month later you get another shot. Well, 17-year-olds don't keep their job very long. So I bounced from, I worked in multiple healthcare situations, and I got more than I should have of that series. Like, because they said they just had to start it over. They wouldn't just give me like the second or the third. They would then say, we have to start the series over. I also was getting, I don't know if you know, but when you work in healthcare, you get these TB tests where they, stick a little teeny bit of the serum under, there's a few layers of your skin. It doesn't go in the bloodstream.
Yeah. And you have to like come back like a week or something later. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, again, I had like a bunch of those, and so finally one time I reacted to it. I had a huge rash around it, and like everybody freaked out, like, holy shit, do I have fucking tuberculosis somehow? They ended up okaying it. Like, I should have had like an x-ray, but the nurse or whatever basically was like, yeah, she's had a dozen of these. It's about time she reacts from one of them. Basically, it had overloaded my system to the point where I was having a reaction now to that specific toxin that they're putting in there. So I'm a highly sensitive person. I have had sensitivities to things my whole life, basically. So this is what's led me to have to be hyper aware of things and a little bit of a detective and a doctor, because if there's going to be a reaction, I'm going to be the one that has it. A family member of mine is the same way. Like, we can't have any kind of like dye, like pills come in dye form. And back in the 2000s, there was a pill called Darvocet, and it was the pain
I've heard
med
of
at
that.
the time.
Yeah.
And it came with a real dark pink coating on it, and I ended up having like a dental surgery or something, and I had that medicine, and it made me sick as shit. And my family member was like, yeah, you can't have that. You can't have that dye in that pill. So again, I'm aware that there's hypersensitivities, and the people in the medical area don't really care about that. Like, those of us that have reactions are few and far between, so they don't care. So back to this website. Once I started reading all of these stories and their information, there's actual information on here. This was 15 years ago that I found this website, and so the fact that this information has still been online is amazing, first of all, but that shows it's true. They haven't been able to take it down. They haven't been able to fight it. This website is legit, and it's been up for 2 decades that I know of. So this is a valid source of information. If you have any questions on vaccination, if you think that you've had a reaction, if someone has a reaction, I know that I had a reaction. So knowing now that I'm having a child, I need to be aware, because he's likely to have a reaction. So luckily, I had the pediatrician that I found. She was a family pediatrician. My sister used her for my nieces and nephew, and thank the Lord she was open to a delayed schedule, because I wanted to talk to her about, hey, I don't, because again, this website, like, I don't know, Chris, if you can look up like the Hep B, if we can pull up any information for the Hep B vaccine.
On here? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Because that's the one that, again, I had issues with it, and they give this hepatitis B vaccine to newborns, literally on like the second day of birth, like second day of being alive.
I was messing with this earlier. I went into the immunization laws, and California passed some law that you have to get vaccinated if you're going to school. No more excuses. We don't care about your religion, shit like that.
I need to look into that, because I write religious exemptions for people. I went and got ordained specifically to protect people who could be vaccine damaged.
I looked it up. Yeah, I live in California. They recently passed a new law prohibiting exemptions. What are my options? Response: California recently passed a law. I think it's SBC. I want to say 774. Don't quote me on that. passed a new law. I think it was passed in 2016, prohibiting philosophical and religious exemptions to vaccinate for enrollment in both public and private schools. Options are limited. So, where would
The hell out of California.
Oh fuck yeah.
Well, and so if it's not easy, I think it's right up there on top. But
And yeah, I want to see this meningitis after this.
yeah, because so what you have, your disability is also vaccine induced.
Yeah, because when they've anytime I've had like an MRI or a CAT scan, they can see this, some scarring down there on my lower spine. And I don't know much about this, but on the recovery part, I know quite a bit. So I've talked to several people about it, and especially young people. They've gone through this traumatic experience, and they want to hurry up. And that's all the thing. But hurry up, get back on your feet, and go. And I'm like, everybody's cheering them on, yeah. And I'm like, hold your horses, guys. This is not how it's going to go down. You're not relearning how to walk. What you got to do is you got to relearn how to walk correctly. And if you don't do it right, you're going to develop some nasty habits, and it's going to cause you a lot of problems in the long run. So you have to be careful with what you do. I'm all for pushing yourself past your limits, but be careful how far you push yourself. And, just use your head like, I'm only able to walk a mile. Well, when you go out there, make sure you just walk half a mile, maybe a little bit more, because you have to walk all the way back, for instance, All right, here's the hepatitis B info.
Yeah, so, I just pulled it up too. It says, so in the U.S., the hepatitis B disease mainly infects intravenous drug users, homosexuals, prostitutes, and promiscuous heterosexuals. The disease is transmitted by blood, through sex, dirty needles. How could a newborn baby possibly get hepatitis B?
Because it could be transferred.
If the mother was screened and tested negative, as my wife was, it is almost impossible. Unless a newborn child is having unprotected sex or sharing needles with an infected junkie, it is extremely unlikely to get the hepatitis B disease. So then why are most U.S. babies inoculated at birth by their hospital or pediatrician with the hepatitis B vaccine? And so, and it says that's the question every parent should ask. And I was like, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
No, it don't.
And then I looked into Hep B. I dove down, the rabbit hole of, there's Hep A, Hep B, Hep C, there's different ones, and you get them different ways and they do different things. But Hep B is specifically, like I said, unless you're having unprotected sex or shooting up with a junkie, how is my literal 3-day-old baby susceptible to this? And who on earth decided that it is this necessary and this big of a danger that not only do they need to be vaccinated, but they can't leave the fucking hospital without it? They are born and they are given the vitamin K, they're given some shit in their eyes, and they are given that Hep B vaccine before they fucking leave. Why? So that in itself, I was like, and then so I was like, well, how long does the vaccine last? Is it lifelong immunity? Fuck no. It's up to 20 years. So by the time the kid would likely be doing that kind of activity or behavior 20 years from now, the shit done wore off. So explain to me why you need to inject my newborn, perfect newborn. Not any problem with the pregnancy, not any problem with the delivery, a 10 out of 10, everything, and you want to now shoot him up with shit. So, and unfortunately, that causes, most babies, not most, but a lot of babies that have jaundice in the hospital, it's because of that vaccine. So then the babies get severely jaundiced and they have to get a bilirubin blanket. They have it's a big deal because their liver isn't working correctly. The bilirubin hasn't. So anyways, that right there, and that's a perfect example of a reaction that these babies are having in the hospital, that the babies that don't get the Hep B, they don't have that jaundice problem. So, I mean, the proof is, like, right there in the delivery every day that that vaccine is causing jaundice. So, anyways, that's when I was like, we don't need to do this. Like, this is one of the vaccines that is not going into my baby. Like, this isn't needed.
Yeah.
And when I talked to the doctor, and I now have since changed my mind. And I'll get to that story probably another time. But the doctor did agree that we could do a selected delayed schedule, meaning, you know, we would pick and choose, and we would not do them all at once, because a lot of those visits, they shoot them up with up to 9 different live vaccines at once, and there's like 3 in one shot, and they shoot them with like 2 or 3 different ones, like real quick, so you don't know which one caused the problem. So I was eliminating that, and then the doctor said, because we do live in an area where we do have an international airport, I do live in an international hub, like I live 45 minutes from a huge university. Like, she's like, I do suggest you get some of these. And I listened to her, and I'll save that story for another time, but an incident happened, and we have since changed on that too, and so we do not do any vaccinations.
Go ahead and tell it if you want to.
Well,
we got plenty of time.
Yeah, it's not a long story, and I can get into it longer, but I'm ashamed to tell it but it's a learning experience. But one of the vaccines that they wanted, that she said that he should get, is the MMR. And it's an MMRV now, because they put the varicella, which is the chickenpox vaccine, together. So you get measles, mumps, rubella, chickenpox. So there's 4 different little viruses your body has to fight at once. And I took my son to get that shot. He was perfectly fine, and this is all logged on my Facebook. We came back home, and like 10 to 12 hours later, he was sick as a dog. He was lethargic. He was running a fever. Like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, I knew it. I knew that he was, and I was freaking out, because that MMR is the one that is causing the like the autism, and that's been shown, especially in African American.
John Bray.
That too.
What?
Like.
Wow.
So many of them. So, and the chicken, it could have been even just the chicken pox, stupid like any. So the vaccine has the live. Sometimes it has a live virus. Sometimes it's an attenuated virus, meaning it's like weakened, and then sometimes it's totally dead. Okay, it's just a piece of the virus. And yes, I've spent years studying. I could be a virologist if I wanted to. I'm a big old fucking nerd. I know all about viruses. So they have that in the vaccine, but then they also have something called an adjuvant. And the adjuvant is what is supposed to stimulate the immune response. So it's like, hey, the adjuvant's like what taps the immune system to be like, hey, I got something for you. And then the immune system sees this part of this virus and then supposedly knows to attack it. And then that way now you're inoculated. The adjuvant for years and years was mercury. So heavy metal. So all the viruses, the people were putting the mercury in there. 2004 is when they finally decided to remove the mercury, and then they put it to aluminum. But they didn't stop with the mercury shots. They continued to divvy out what they had. Even though they knew it was causing problems to the point where they had to stop using it, they were allowed to use up their supply first. So, yeah, so a lot of babies of like 2000, and I had a niece born in 2004, that's why I know this, because I was scared to death that she was going to get one of these, it was called a hot lot. These hot lots were causing reactions. So, but they were allowed to keep those fucking vaccines on the market until they ran out of them, and then they started doing the ones with the aluminum instead. So there is a condition called ASIA, autoimmune syndrome induced by adjuvants. everybody wants to play stupid about autoimmune disease. I had one. I came down with rheumatoid arthritis in 2013 to the point I was bedridden. And they were like, we don't know what's wrong. Your body's just attacking itself. And, like, that's a bunch of fucking bullshit. I had all these toxins. I had all these vaccines. Not to mention when I was pregnant, they shot me up with shit because of my blood. Like, they did shit that causes problems, especially in someone who's hypersensitive. So, because of that, we are now, like, I advocate for other people to not have to get this shit. And if someone is forcing you to get a vaccine and you feel like your intuition or your gut or anything is telling you not to, there's something called a titer test, T-I-T-E-R, titer test, that you can get instead. You might have to pay for it, but you can get a test, like if you've already had the vaccine, you can get that test to see if you actually need it anymore. And that goes for pets too. So instead of getting your animal a rabies vaccine every year, stop doing that shit. Get them a titer test instead to see if they even need it. But that ASIA, autoimmune syndrome induced with adjuvants, it's in PubMed. In fact, you can pull up PubMed right now, ASIA, and it's there. These people know what they're doing. They know that these toxic metals in these vaccines are causing autoimmune diseases, and they're just keeping their fucking mouth shut. And if that's the only thing that gets out from my legacy or my whatever, is that I help get that out there, that it's the adjuvants. It's the adjuvants in the vaccines that are causing autoimmune diseases. Yes, there's other causes, but this is one of them, big time. So there's so many women in their 30s that get autoimmune diseases, and they get it at like the same time, and a lot of it is after they become mothers. It's certain times in their hormonal cycle, and then boom, the toxicity just builds up, and now they've got autoimmune. But I reversed my autoimmune, so I can also help with that too. Like if someone has autoimmune and no medicine's helping, and they're just living in chronic pain, and nobody can help them, I can possibly help you. Though I'm not a doctor, so.
This MMR vaccine, I kept reading this stuff, and boom, there's my transverse myelitis right there.
Yeah, I know yours is on there. Because I have a huge, just a picture or whatever that shows the vaccines on one side and then all the conditions on the right, and it has little arrows that point to all of them and all the correlations. So that's how I know about transverse myelitis, is just from that graphic.
Yeah, I know a lot of healthcare professionals that have never even heard of it. It's pretty rare.
Hey, no push-ups. It's a Hep B, but also you ask your doctor. Like, I would love.
Yes.
This is what I like. People need to start making people accountable. Be like, hey, doc, why do babies get Hep B vaccines at birth? Like, isn't that weird? Like, we have to make these people uncomfortable. They have gotten away with this for too long. Reagan, say what you will, he's the one in 1986 that allowed the Vaccine Makers Immunity Act, so that you can't go after the vaccine creators for damaging your fucking kid. So that, hopefully Trump's repealing that though, or RFK. So all this is under the headline of the MAHA. Like, now that we've got this set up, like, I'm gonna start sharing all this health information. I've got these vintage books I'm gonna start reading from, and it's all under MAHA. Like, me and Chris, like, we want to help people, you know, and like get this information out. And yeah, you're helping. You could be a victim right now. You know, you've got this shit.
I feel like I already have been.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, what Push-Ups is saying here, I heard about this. Why were we? They spent like a shitload of money to send condoms or something, or buy condoms over there or something like that. What? I don't know why it was. This fucking ridiculous. Why? I mean.
We got drama in the chat.
No. There's no drama in the chat. But yeah, the hell, but remember we sent that. Oh
hey,
God.
By the way, thanks for watching. Good to see you.
How much money did we spend on a stupid barge or whatever they had built that was going to send all that aid over there, and it got over there and it sunk? Yeah, real fucking just.
Trump funded Schmushmorsons in Mexico. I didn't know that. So that's something else I'm going to talk about one of these days. Is how I'm.
What you saying, Izzy?
This is an interesting conversation, actually.
Yeah. Well, that whole. People sitting there were bitch. Oh, fucking a genocide. Well, when you invade another country and you take hostages, what do you expect? Okay, you either, hey, let them go. Say, hey, our bad. We're sorry. Or you hold them, and they're going to keep running your ass down till they get those hostages out of there. So I don't want to hear these people say, yeah, genocide. Fuck you. Nobody cares anything about the hostages.
I see that push-up. Sorry, I misread that. Yeah, he ended it. That makes more sense. I was surprised that he would fund abortions in Mexico.
Yeah. Well, look at what Harris was wanting to do. At one time, says that way, the whole the transitioning surgeries for illegals and inmates out of our tax dollars. Oh, no. Not going to happen. No. That's just insanity.
Oh, and back to real quick, my doctor about we were talking about earlier, his pediatrician never said he needed the Hep B. That's what I'm saying. Like, others do, though. But, yeah, mine didn't. But she didn't give me a reason. That's why anyone who thinks that they should get it, ask why. Like, why the fuck? Like, that was the first one that got me... That like it's really hard to go against the entire medical community. Like, for you to be like, wait a minute, this entire fucking system that I've been in my whole life that I'm supposed to be able to trust and listen to and supposed to keep me healthy and whatnot, and I'm going against it because they're telling me I need to give my baby this shot, but I've had problems with these shots, and this doesn't make sense to me. Am I going crazy? Do I need pills right now? Because this doesn't add up. And, like, that's the start of this rabbit hole of having to make your own choices that go against, like, the norm or whatever, because it's fucking bullshit. And so back in, like, 2013, so my son was born in 2010, and then 2013 is when I had the autoimmune disease basically take me down. And that rewrote my entire world. Everything that I thought I knew was wrong. Everything I'd ever trusted lied and betrayed me. And so I had to literally build everything from the way back, like from the ground up. I had to go against multiple doctors. And most people won't do that. Like, and I realized that. Like, most people will listen to the authority. I don't know what it is about me that I have always questioned authority. Like, from earlier, we were talking about the religious stuff. Like, I have always questioned. Why? Like, it's not against you, but my brain needs to know why we're doing this. And so I feel like that, having that in me has got me to where I am now. I've seen the results. I've spent 20 years now doing this kind of stuff. And now this outlet and this platform and the timing, it's finally time to, like, try to get this out and help people. And if I can be the little light, the ray light, the little flashlight to be like, hey guys, I did it, you can do it too. That's all. Like, that's my goal, is just to be able to help one person heal, be happy, healthier, be able to sleep better at night. That is my goal. So
Meg is totally correct here. Healthcare systems are scary. I don't know when's the last time any of you have been in the hospital, but I have. And let me tell you, COVID changed everything. I was in there for a week, and I was like, this place is getting filthy. I'm like, I remember back in the day, they'd come in like once a day, run a dust mop and a mop if they had to, take out trash, whatnot. No, they do that whenever they get called to do it. And I was like, man, this is just nasty being here.
I'm gonna have to look into this whole condom thing.
Yeah, I heard about it, and it's just fucking ridiculous.
Thank you, Meg. You're sweet. yeah, so the healthcare system is scary, and like, but all like that's another thing. Like, I will help. Like, I'll be an advocate or whatever, you know. Like, I will go to the hospital with people, or you know, like I've had a lot of friends who have school systems harassing them to inject their kids, and that's how I made a couple of my really good friends now, is because I didn't know them from Adam, but we were in a Facebook anti-vaccine coalition group, and like one of them, she was just begging for help because her son had already had his shots and he had reactions, and now they wanted him to get more. And like literally, I've helped her fight her school system and make them accept the titer testing. And like, I didn't know this girl from Adam, you know what I mean? But I helped, and now that whole school system, now it was Bartholomew County. Now they have to accept the titer testing instead of forcing vaccination. So like little shit like that will help save another kid, though. So I hope.
Okay, I'm going to throw my 2 cents in on this conversation real quick, you guys. Yeah, I'm sorry, I read what you guys have said here, but to quote Cartman from South Park, you know, J-O-O. No, Jews ain't the problem with this stuff. I'm sorry, I'll argue with you all day on this. Look up the video of what Trump did just recently. He addressed the World Economic Forum, the WEF, and for all these people out there on the left that are sitting there whining and crying about Project 2025. No, don't ever apologize, dude. Hey, this is open area here for everybody. Yes. You know, Trump addressed the World Economic Forum, and who runs that damn thing? Like, mainly Charles Schwab. It's an epic video. Go check it out. You know, just looking back at everything that's happened and stuff, you know, they had this COVID thing, I think, was their great reset, where they were literally going to push this new world order onto everybody. And you can go to the United Nations website, and it's all right there. They're not shy about it. They're not hiding it. That's why Trump wanted to pull us out of the United Nations, all this other shit, because that equality crap that they keep pushing, which is basically a form of socialism and communism, and so on and so forth. They're the ones in control of it, not us. Well, we're going to be in a lot of trouble with it. You know, basically, the equality is us going into third world countries and helping them get their infrastructure up to ours, so everybody will be equal. That means third world countries. Now, China's listed as a third world country. No, we are not going to go in there and help our fucking enemies do shit. And basically, it would have granted the UN rights to, come in and establish martial law if they needed to for anything. So, that's, anyway, look it up on YouTube. He addressed the World Economic Forum, and basically, in a nutshell, Trump whipped his dick out and smacked Schwab with it and told him to sit down and shut up. This is what's going to happen. Let me see. Yeah. What you got there, Bubba? X.com. Okay, I'll have to look that up later. I can't pull it up off of here. Now I see why they're always complaining when we're on their streams and we send stuff. I can't do it. So, no, yeah, don't ever apologize for that, man. This is what it's all about. This is us, man. Us, you guys, and yeah.
We believe in free speech. We would like you to be respectful. You know what I mean? We're all friends, of course, but like, I would love to make this a space where it's like back in the 90s, where you could actually fucking talk about things without everybody getting butthurt or offended, And it's like absolutely. So, and I love to learn. So, I'm learning right now off you guys. I don't know much about this at the moment. I haven't paid attention to the world events.
It's been crazy. You're what the whole world is coming apart on what Trump's doing, and it's gonna get nasty. And one thing I can say about it is people just have a little patience with this too, because it is not going to be easy. trying to get the price of groceries down. Well, hey, guess what? This whole bird flu thing's hitting now, and it's not going to be easy. And I hear a lot of shit. You think these billionaires they give a shit about us? One's in on this? Yes, because they are so fucking filthy rich. They're not getting anything out of this, but making humanity better for everybody. I mean, they've got all the money in the world. It just doesn't matter. And I really hate, people like attacking billionaires. Hey, you try running a multi-billion-dollar company. I couldn't do it. And a lot of these assholes complain about it. They couldn't either. So, and it's just so wrong. It goes against what we've been morally brought up, the whole freedom and USA, patriots and all that, sit there and think that money should be ours, not theirs. Who the fuck do you think you are? It's not like they're using slave labor. Their employees make damn good money and shit. So it's just,
we're discussing.
Yeah.
Contraceptives are being sent to other countries. Period.
Or,
right? Like, does it matter where, or is that the problem? Is where?
Well, I think it's both, actually.
Well, I can't really comment. Like I said, I don't know much about it, but
we'll have to do this next week. Do like a political roundtable thing. You guys have a problem coming on the show? Because, I mean, I got more spaces. I can have up to 12 people in this thing. We'd be like a giant Brady Bunch.
you don't have to have your camera on either. You can just get
Yeah.
Like, if you don't want to, like, believe me, I understand. Like, it's a lot to be on.
I swear to God, this is why I love push-ups so much. That first date recording thing, I didn't know he was one of the contestants, and second, I didn't know they could see our chat. And me and Mr. Goodnight was just ass-reaming the hell out of these guys. I mean, bad. Oh my God, it was funny. Who was it that I remember calling one of you guys, "Hey, laughing boy," because they kept laughing. I didn't know they could see the chat. Who was the one? Was that you laughing the whole time, or was that somebody else? Oh, you know why I just asked you that? Because if it was you, you're not going to admit to it, are you?
It wasn't me.
Oh my God, that was one of the funniest nights ever. It really was. I had a good time. Alrighty, so, all right, now what are we doing? Are we still going on this? I know you got more to say.
I mean, that's the gist of it for now. I think we could kind of move on to this stuff.
Okay, we can do that.
This is healthcare related, and this is going in a different direction. And I wasn't clear, and like I haven't even thought about how I feel about it.
Yeah, there is a lot of shit happening right now that's setting shit on fire that Trump's doing. I knew it.
That's gonna keep happening. He's burning.
I love you, bro. I love you to death, man. You're awesome as hell, dude. Oh God. Yeah, let me see what I can find out. It's just, I was watching videos on it today. They were just reaming the hell out of RFK Jr. And they're talking about, the whole party's turned against him, but it's causing other Democrats to look at it like, well, I didn't sign up for this crap. So yeah, you're going to see some more people, jump the fence on this one. And I hate to say it, I knew it was coming. I mean, not just because of he's working with Trump now, because Biden already was causing problems between the two. Biden couldn't stand RFK Jr. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was his views on stuff. But yeah, the whole thing is just erupting right now, and he set the law down too on all this stuff. Trump did. There's how many genders, people? 2 genders now.
Yep. I
And
haven't even seen the backlash on that.
Oh my God. But they're right. There's male and there's female. What about the intersex? Well, intersex is what? A combination of male and female. Why does sex changes only come in male or female? It's
like
just.
I said, I just want him to get the fucking trans flags out of my son's video games.
Oh my God, yes.
That's ridiculous.
It is.
Can we quit propagandizing the fucking children with the trans shit, please? Like, I want to make a shirt that says LGBTQCIA. Because that's what it is. It's a fucking psyop at this point.
Yes, RFK Jr. is a weird guy. That whole family is weird. See, the whole healthcare thing, but there's only just maybe 3 countries that actually have free healthcare. The others, I may push up some of the word for it, but they've they've got a certain kind of healthcare system, and with that, you got a lot of problems like Canada's. Their hospitals are allotted, so much, and if they go over that budget, you're gonna have some problems getting care. You could be on a waiting list, just like veterans. And look how many veterans died under Obama's watch because of all that bullshit that nobody went to prison over, which is ridiculous. They had all these fake names, people that had already died on a list, and people are sitting there needing health care and they couldn't get it because where they were on the list. That was just shameful right there. I can't believe that they did what they did and nobody paid for it except the veterans. So that's just a bunch of crap right there. It really is. What do you got here? In the UK, they can refuse healthcare if you are overweight. Oh, there's something we can talk about. Thank you, buddy. And it ain't that. Okay. You might know where I'm getting ready to go with this, because this is going to be great. Let me find it. It's been all over this for the past few days. The biggest problem right now going on in the UK is, bingo, here we are. Let's see, if is this the video? Nope, this is not the video. I want the video.
Exactly, Meg. I don't care what adults do either. I couldn't care less what they do. Keep it behind closed doors. Don't walk it down my main street and leave the fucking kids alone. Like, 100%. Like I said, Monkey Man, he was a weird dude. I'm sure he had some weird sexual stuff, but he didn't show it,
He liked to spank that monkey.
Just saying, I don't really judge, you know what I mean? Like, people are people, they're different, but yeah, when you're fucking waving it in my face and my kid can't get away from it, like, because you're literally trying to brainwash him.
Alright, as soon as you guys see it, you're going to be like, oh, hell. Here we go. Drum roll for 2 tons of dumb. This is a rapper. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Okay. This person.
Do is write lyrics. What do you expect?
Okay, well, she's trying to bank right now. She got her attorney. They're suing Lyft because she called for a ride, and the guy was like, And I mean, looking at his saw the video of the whole thing, and I'm sorry, I have to go with the driver. I don't think she could have really gotten in his car. No way, no how. I mean, she could strip down, you could grease her up with Crisco. She ain't going in that car. No way. I mean, call a van or a U-Haul or something. But no, you ain't gonna get 2 tons of dumb inside of that dude's car. It just ain't happening.
That dog's afraid it's a snack.
Ugh. But yeah, she's been a big deal on there. What the hell?
She's a huge deal.
What the fuck are these guys? That ain't real. That can't be real. What the hell is that? Good God. Try to find the actual video. Yeah, she's just. Oh, here's a genius one right for you right here. This bitch. If you're a Trump supporter, keep your ass off the international aisles at the grocery store.
If you're pro-Trump, I better not see you in the international section. Y'all don't get to reap the benefits of people you're kicking out of the country. If you're pro-Trump, I better not see you in the international section.
Why? What are you going to do about it?
That's so stupid. That's posturing. It's so ridiculous.
This man is always angry. I wonder if that's the father of that boy with the pink hair that likes playing women's soccer. Michael Rapinoe or something like that. I can't think of his name. Rhea Ripley. She's hot. Whoa, wait. Oh, my God. Yeah. I swear to God, I can't find it now. But yeah, 2 tons of dumb has been all over the internet over this whole thing. But yeah, she's suing Lyft over that crap. It's not like they're. Whoa! What?
Is that Melanie?
Oh, dude, come on! If you claiming to be such a Christian, don't be saying that to people. Bye, faggot. Man, what the?
Words are words, man. Like, I feel like nobody should be upset over it. Like, she said some shit, and then Keanu said some shit, so they both said some shit. So, like, and I can't say nothing about it, but if I was in that situation, I would publicly be like, they're both my friends. I'm not picking sides. If they want to pick a side, like, if they want to not be cool with me because I won't pick a side,
the puppy.
that's something else, but I think freedom of speech is freedom of speech, and you shouldn't be censoring your friends. And
But what gets me here, is the whole, you're gonna go on the holier than thou thing, and then use words like faggot. That just.
Though. I mean, but I get it. It's offensive, and she uses it to be offensive, and that's where I feel like Keanu has reason to feel the way that she feels because of who her family is and whatnot. So like I get it, but at the same time, I don't think that just because you're a Christian, you get an extra layer of you can't say that word. But that's just
Well,
me.
if you're gonna be preaching to people, you best don't be hiding any skeletons in your closet and doing shit like that. It's just.
We all have two sides to us, though. Like, I can be the best, sweetest angel, or I can burn your fucking house down, And, like, we both have, everybody has that side, and, like, she is holy and Christian, but at the same time, she's very outspoken on a word that is considered hate speech in a lot of places. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
gonna get that's
But
again.
I mean,
I
coming from, yeah.
don't believe in hate speech. That's where
Yep.
this comes from. Like, I don't believe in hate speech. I don't believe that just because you're a certain person now you're special and you don't get words spoken to you. That's the
Yeah,
point,
well,
you know
I
what
mean, my whole thing is, if you're, that's, if you're going to sit there and preach to people, that's not a very Christian thing for you to be doing, is, saying that to people.
People say that to the Crucible dude all the time, though. I don't know if you ever watch Andrew Wilson.
No.
He's a super Christian, and he sits there and he'll call a fat girl fat, like he'll just call it like it is, and everybody's like, well, you're not a Christian, and he's like, but I am. I'm still allowed to have an opinion about you, and I can speak my mind. That doesn't change my faith. Now,
There we go.
Walking with Jesus.
Sorry. Finish what you're saying.
No, just if it's walking with Jesus, no, but at the same time, you can still be a Christian and say bad words. That I just think that. But yeah, if you're gonna offend people who are in the same circle as you, you're gonna have the backlash of that. So.
Yeah. Here we go. Man. Way to raise the bar, Illinois.
Tiffany is in there. Tiffany is in there.
Woman. And her daughter moved away to Texas, and when her daughter moved away to Texas, she went to help her daughter. Well, I done heard about 4 or 5 people tell me how they had to take care of yours. And so now you've been a half-ass mayor. But if you wanted to get up here and earn some respect, then you should have been able to respond to Lori Lightfoot's report about credit cards. You want to talk about them not coming to work, but we've been hearing about what you've been doing while you've been at work. And I'm going to give away the rest of my time because I think on behalf of the Black Cookout Association that we would rather take a vote that we're going to exchange your black ass for Stephanie to be the new member of our all those in favor say, all those against it say nay, all those in favor say aye.
You gone, bitch. Ding, ding. There we go. My God. Dance, puppets, dance. My God. Well, I don't understand why they haven't done anything about this bitch. God. Bad. Yeah, I'm just saying, if you're going to live the Christian life, though, live the life. If not, don't, Whoa. So,
but like people say the same thing about me because I'm like a light worker and I'm like a healer and a helper, but I'll fuck you up. You know what I mean? Like you look on my Facebook right now and you're gonna think that I'm a fucking bitch. But that's just a little piece of me that like I put out at that point in time. You know what I mean? So it's like, and people say the same thing, like, oh, well, how are you a light worker? How are you this? And it's just like, because I have range. I have different feelings. I have different emotions. Just because someone wants to, like, go, like, if you want to start something, like, we can go. But I don't want to. Like, I'm not going to start it, but it's in there. So, like.
If you don't want any, don't start any. There won't be any.
Don't start none, won't be none.
That's
but
right.
At the same time, fuck around and find out. So, but like, I don't like when people try to take away my ability to love and heal and help people just because I'm not afraid to cuss somebody out. You know what I mean? So I get the same judgment of like, well then, you need to act like it. You sure don't act like whatever. And I'm like, this is just a piece of me, but I do walk the walk and talk the talk, and but at the same time, we can get down if we have to. So I don't judge Melanie for it. I'm not even like a Melanie watcher. I don't really watch her stuff. I watch her on the quarter.
Oh.
I mean, I'm definitely a Keanu fan and friend. I mean, I'm friends with Keanu. If I were to take sides, clearly I'm going to take Keanu's side because she's my friend. But at the same time, I've had the same kind of ridicule thrown at me just because I've had ugly behavior. Just because I can be able to be ugly doesn't mean I'm still not going to help when I need to help somebody. So she can still be a Christian and say that word, and I don't think it takes away from her being a Christian. But a lot of people will judge her. So it's like you can act like there's no consequences, but even that is a consequence, like you're going to have consequences for your actions, whether you like it or not. So that's where it comes in at. Is she going to keep saying it knowing that it keeps causing this rift, or is she going to kind of put it to bed for a while? Like you're right, it wasn't a good look for me. Would be a good way to say it. And because most people don't like girls being like that, like they don't like girls fighting or calling people faggots, or it's unbecoming. Nobody's grandma wants to see their granddaughter act like that, and so yeah, in that manner it's not Christian, but she's still a Christian. So, but that's just my side. I love him.
And when it comes down to it, when you're up at the pearly gates, you have to answer for everything that you've done in life, and so that's on you. That's between you and God. So.
And exactly, and that's what, if I was in her position, that's what I would say. I'd be like, well, guess what? And I do, because like when I read tarot cards, back when I was a newbie, probably every event that I did, I would have a super Christian come over and berate me and tell me how I'm the devil, and she'll pray for me and all this shit. And she's over there selling her candles, and I've got a line all day long, and I'm sitting here hugging people. People are crying. People are having great breakthroughs and stuff. And she has to watch me now have these interactions with all these people, and she was judging me like I'm some abomination. And in all actuality, she just watched all these people just walk into my booth with a frown and walk out, happy or elated and joyous and whatnot. So. I get that judgment a lot, and like I told that lady, I'm like, well, you know what? Guess what? I have a relationship with God too, and God told me that I have this gift He gave me, and He told me to tell you, don't worry about it, and if you're that worried about it, you can take it up with Him when you see Him. And that shuts
exactly.
Him up.
Here we go, right here. What do you guys think of this picture right here? People on the left are flipping out over it. They're like, oh, she's ugly or this or that. What do you think? I think that is one classy woman right there. What are your thoughts?
Very classy.
Yeah. And she's not smiling, but I mean, she kind of has that little bit of a smart-ass smirk going right there or something like it.
She is stoic. She is a stoic woman, and people don't know how to handle her.
Oh, hell no, they can't. I hate to say it, man. I mean, hell, I think a lot of people consider Jackie O, one of the greatest first ladies or whatever, how we call them now. I don't know anymore. But I mean, that is one classy woman right there. And it just cracks me up. Some of the shit that they say about her. Oh God. I ain't gonna play that. That was just ridiculous. Yeah, we had another race over the weekend, and it was just some of the all right, play a little bit. Some of the shit that comes out from my mouth and this whole thing is just unreal. But then again, I guess you guys.
She is beautiful, Meg.
She's very beautiful.
That's why they don't like her.
who doesn't have a who keeps going in and out. I'm trying to figure out. So
That'd be Poppycock.
That's what she said. I don't have a poppycock here. Okay.
Learn today.
Yeah, I
You
have
have a
bomber.
shuttlecock?
Who? What? Where? What?
You say you didn't have a poppycock. I said, do you have a shuttlecock?
Well, why don't we get into that after we make sure everyone's here again?
I got cock.
Okay, I've got Bomber Guy, Flanky McFlanker, the Real Fitzy, Panzer CM, Razor Crusader, Anunnaki, aka Skittles, Hair Farmer, aka Hair Farmer, El Moron, aka The Moron, Packet Loss, Iceman, Hayseed. Who else needs an invite here?
Davy B.
Davy B. Davy B.
Oh, Toaster Strudel needs one.
Davy.
Somebody went into Discord and changed all of our names to stupid
That's
shit.
Australian, you bellend.
Who's the Irishman on the end here? I don't recognize that.
Oh God! Yeah, let's start an international incident again.
Oh,
Don't make fun of the Scottish.
Or is it Welsh? I don't know. So,
where's Bellend? Is that next to Bag End?
That Bilbo Baggins. Yeah. Who else needs an invite here?
I thought it was Dildo Teabaggins.
Dildo Baggins and yeah.
Teabaggins. So yeah, that's the fucking commentary that comes out of our mouths on that thing. Dildo Teabaggins. Ain't that lovely? What was happening now? We were getting ready to enter a race with tanks, and just like our Swedish meatball race, where everybody takes off, I turn around and go back in the opposite direction and cause problems for everybody. It's what I do. I'm like a possum in the hen house. What I can't eat, I shit on.
Acupuncture yesterday.
How'd that go?
It's great. It helps my shoulder a lot. If anybody, I know Courtney does acupuncture too, but it helps a shit ton. Like this shoulder of mine, it's permanently separated because after after I had the rheumatoid arthritis, after I was like bedbound and stuff in like 2013, and then I like fought back, and then but I lost all my muscle, so then that's when my muscle disappeared, so then my joints didn't have any support, and then that's when we discovered that I had that connective tissue disorder, because then my joints started just falling apart. So I was carrying in groceries one day, and it just fucking, my arm just like fell out of socket, and so it's permanently like there's like a bone that sticks out back here, and I have to snap it back into place like all day long. And the acupuncturist helps get the right muscles back online to help pull the shoulder and keep it stable. So yeah, he's a godsend. It's expensive and it fucking hurts, but yeah, I highly recommend it if anyone's ever. It's not bougie. I thought it was like California, like bougie shit. No, it is so fucking helpful. Like it's Chinese medicine, and they use the entire body, and they use like healing meridians, and it's crazy. They spend more time with you and spend more time like looking at your body than like I've had doctors in years. So highly recommend a good Chinese medicine acupuncturist.
They look at you naked?
No.
Oh,
but they'll look at like they look at your tongue, they look at your ears, they your eye, like they just assess everything, and they find out like your organ systems and what's working and what's not. And
okay, I'll mark that off as a career choice.
no, you don't get it naked. You can disrobe pretty, like, because they do have to work all over you, but it's not like a massage.
Why is that Wild Horses song from Silence of the Lambs coming to my mind? Oh. Oh, God. That's fucked up.
I don't want to get on Twitter. Maybe I will since I haven't been on Facebook like a week because I was getting too into it. Like I I was getting too excited when I had a bunch of notifications and shit, so I had to like back off of it.
Thank you, Saw.
So maybe I'll switch from Facebook and do Twitter.
Oh, that was interesting. On Twitter right now, there's a Tucker Carlson interview with that, what's his name? Matt Taibbi or something. He was one of the the whistleblower. And they're going in, they're talking about all these pardons, and they're talking about Fauci. And, these pardons are just, I don't think, God, I don't know what to say here that'll, I kind of think that lab was picked for a certain reason. They already knew that it had some flaws. And then you got the whole World Economic Forum and that Great Reset.
Oh, they're trying hard.
Yeah, well, they failed. So, I just...
The 15-minute cities and shit, and like, so I'm a big conspiracy person, but also like a lot of that shit's not a conspiracy. And a good friend of mine, which I said it on Chrissy's channel the other day, like,
Thank you, Saw.
I was staying with some friends, and my friend's husband, we're not close. Me and her husband don't like talk or whatever. He's a nice guy, but we're not like friends. And we were all at a bar, and he's a civil engineer, and I know what he does for a living. I was like, "What do you do, Paul?" And he's like, "Oh, I design sidewalks." And like, I was like, "Really?" And he has to take in like everything, like physics and temperature and like just so much shit he has to come up to design sidewalks that aren't going to crumble and fall apart, and plus they have to be efficient, all that shit. Legal, So then he's talking to the bartender, and they start talking about 15-minute cities. He didn't call it that, but he was like, "Oh, we want to do a lot of greenery, and we're going to do a lot of the sidewalks." And he's like, "Don't you want to have a little bitty town where you can walk from one side to the other in 10 minutes?" And like, he was trying to sell this idea to this bartender, and I'm just sitting back. I was like, "You son of a bitch." I was like, "Are you kidding?" And I was like, "Are you talking about 15-minute cities right now?" And he just winked at me and then went right back to his conversation. And I was like, I know one of these motherfuckers that's involved in this shit. Like, so I can get information from him. Like, I can interview him at any point in time and be like, "Hey, Paul, what do you do?"
What's a 15-minute city?
Like, yeah, and he wouldn't call it that, but he would call it, like, he would describe what he's working on, and he works, like he works for a state. I'm not gonna dox him, but he works for a state anyways, and he travels, and, like, he's involved in it, and, he owns 8 houses. Like, he's very well off. Like, he gets paid very well for what he does. And, like, he's a very, like, professional guy. He knows his shit, and, he's involved in it, and he's one of those people. I like him a lot, but he's definitely one of those rules for thee, not for me, because he souped up his golf cart to go like 35 miles an hour when there's a limit of 20, and he's one of the people that's like involved in setting the speed limits around there, and he's like, "Fuck you guys, like, I'm gonna go 35," and I was like, of course.
Do that to one of those rascal scooters.
It's a really nice golf cart, but he souped it up, and now it's the fastest golf cart around, and even though it's illegal, but because he can get away with it, like, so a total rules for thee and not for me, and definitely they voted for Harris. Like, it was crazy just spending time in that energy, I guess. Great people though, but it's insane.
Yeah, but I love physics. The game I play, War Thunder, the amount of physics in it is unreal, because you got all these different kinds of rounds, regular rounds, explosive rounds, heat rounds, sabot rounds. Sabot rounds are really cool. They'll really fuck people up, and it's a small projectile that's coming out of a big cannon, and it's enclosed in something that pops up and causes more shrapnel. So, and I'll have to show you guys some stuff in the game. The tanks, certain places they put so much physics into this game, it's unreal. Where to hit the tanks, how to hit them, what to use, planes. Everybody in the game's got an Air Force there, and we've got like everything. They're starting to get into the modern warfare now. I think got the F-18 we haven't done yet, and we're that close to bringing in the F-35 or the F-22. We've already got the 14, 15, and the 16 in the game, and yes, I don't like playing that stuff because it's all a push-button warfare. They fly around, and all of a sudden you get blown up, and you're like, what the fuck just happened? I like the old vintage warbirds, and that's where a lot of the physics come in. Because back then you had different kinds of aircraft. You had turn fighters, like the Mitsubishi Zeros that Japan had. Every fighter that we had, whether it was the Corsair, the Mustang, the P-47 Thunderbolt, so on and so forth. Everything USA had were energy fighters, and that's where physics come into play. Probably the best tactic that we ever did with those was boom and zoom, where we try to get the high ground when we're flying. You pick your target, you go down. As you're going down, you start building up to that kinetic energy, and you hit your target, or if you miss it, fine, but go back up, and you're using that power that you developed to help get you back up. Because when you start going up, you're gonna start slowing down. So that's where that kinetic energy comes in to help push you back up. And if you don't want to stay down there. If not, you're going to get dogged on by other people. So yeah, there's a lot of physics involved. But anyway, hey, we thank you, Saul, for finding this for me. And here we go. Hey, good God. That's fat.
Blanding tells us she was just trying to get to a Detroit Lions watch party this month when her lift rolled up.
As I'm walking, I see him like making faces or whatever. I'm like, oh man.
She already knew.
I can fit in this car.
No, believe me, you can.
Yes, I can.
Believe me.
He told her there's not enough room in his car.
The kicker part was when he started to talk about his tires. I feel like that was a slap in the face. That was like my tires, like.
The driver said his tires could not handle the weight.
For every big person you turn down because they can't fit in your car?
Yeah, because they need to order the Uber XL.
No, I don't never have to order Uber.
She ain't gonna fit in that car.
He canceled the ride and left her there. The rapper says she's pretty tough. Dank DeMoss, as she's known at the mic, is crushed by the whole situation.
I just want them to know, it really hurt my feelings.
It looks like a Lyft might be hurting pretty soon, too.
I knew it was illegal, and I knew that it was wrong.
Her attorneys, John Marco and Zach Runyon, say weight is a protected characteristic in Michigan by law.
It would be no different than a driver pulling up and saying, I don't want to have black people in my car, or I don't want to have Christians in my car, or Muslims in my car. It's the same. Under the law, it's the same.
The lawsuit is filed. Since she posted the encounter on social media, other full-figured folks have reached out saying the same thing happened to them.
I don't think she fit in that car.
Full-figured.
Full-figured my fucking ass. Oh my God.
Both of my best friends are big women now. They weren't when we were younger, but both of my best friends have grown, and now they're both very large women. I'm not gonna knock big people, but at the same time.
Oops. Stop. Sorry about that.
Both of them want to be skinnier. Both of them hate being bigger. So all this, it's bullshit. Trying to promote this when it's not healthy. People are not happy when they're not big.
Oh my God, yeah. There's some of them that are so far gone into it that you can't tell them otherwise. They are convinced there is nothing wrong with weighing 2 tons.
And like I said, both my best friends who were not big girls growing up, one has a thyroid issue and one has PCOS and something else and some bad genes. But I mean, they both will tell you, you know, they would love to lose 100 pounds, and you know, they feel like crap. It's not healthy. It's not good for them.
See, look at this. One deal says birthday bash, the other one doesn't. That's just weird. That's okay. I'll go. I can go in and edit this stuff when we're done here, because that just doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. There's another thing. They said that those drones. What'd he say? We get back over the.
Derail a train.
Oh
And like,
God.
that's the other thing. Like, I'll make jokes and stuff, but I don't like have hate for fat people. I guess is my point. Like, they can change it. It's not who they are as a person.
Yeah. Dude, fun fact, they when they bought the what was it? One of my favorites, P-38 Lightnings, to Britain. They're wanting them without the superchargers in the engines, which is just insane. Why don't you just cut your balls off while you're at it? That's the way I look at it. And what's really cool about the P-38 Lightnings, you know, the Winged Devils, you know, they have the, you know which plane I'm talking about. Close to the end of the war, you have what's called the F4s and F5s, not the F4 Phantoms. No, these were the what they were designating some of the P-38 Lightnings. They removed all the guns out there. You know, thing was a beast. You know, it had 20 millimeter guns, cannons in the front nose cone, so you didn't have to worry about the whole. God, my mind just went blank. I can't think of the word for it. It's a point where. On the wings, if your guns were out on the wings, you had that sweet spot where, you know, they're angled inward, maybe out like 600 yards or so on and so forth. That's your best chance at getting a kill, is from that distance with them. But with when you got the guns in your center, you know, they just shoot straight. So with 20 millimeters, you're going to tear some shit. But they took out the guns and shit, and they put in cameras, and they flew them into Japan to map shit out before the end of the war. And what was funny is, without all that extra weight in there, they didn't need the guns. They would get into trouble. There's nothing up there that could catch them. They were so fast. So that's a fun fact about those. What's this? What'd you say, bad guy? She should have ordered 2. One lift for each ass cheek.
I'm pretty sure that, like, when you order those things, you can get like an XL or whatever. Like, she should have ordered an SUV anyways.
Should have ordered a U-Haul.
Fucking horse trailer.
Moo moo, buckaroo. Oh my God.
Show up with it, pull it. Hey, I got my donkey trailer on the back. You go ahead and get in.
Oh my God.
I got some straps. We can try to buckle you in.
Oh, I thought you were getting ready to get kinky with it, and I was going to get sick, but. Oh my God.
You gotta get bungee cords, the buckler belt.
I don't think Bunchy would hold that
oh, no,
shit.
The dog's gone. You're right, Meg.
Oh, hell. Let's,
Told you it was a snack.
See if this one will work right here. One hand. looks like shit with the lag, but yeah, he's playing the whole thing one-handed. That's just, that's insane, I think.
Is he the drummer from Def Leppard?
No, he just shows off. But yeah, the drummer for Def Leppard. Yeah. Oh God, we some of the groups in on a Facebook for musicians and bands and stuff. We'd come up. I don't know who started it, but it got way out of hand, and admins were threatening to start banning people if we didn't stop. We kept coming up with tribute bands, and I'm trying to think of the one for Def Leppard. I'd give my right arm to start a Def Leppard tribute band. But my favorite was the one I actually came up with is I wanted to start a tribute, a James Brown, Skid Row, Richard Marx tribute band. We were going to name it Brown Skid Marx. But it. All right, well, guys, it's after 9. We've been going on for 2 hours. What's this? What'd you say, Bubba? After, yeah, true. One of the streamers, Misfit Nation, they had a flat earther on, and I guess a couple of them in the chat were just being stupid and ignorant, and they brought up, how the Japanese invade Pearl Harbor. Dude, go read a fucking history book, okay? They launched from 250 miles to 300 miles away from Pearl Harbor from an aircraft carrier, okay? Knock off your bullshit about flight routes and whatnot. What route they take? Oh, God, that's just another one right there. Google it, okay, asshole? Just Google it. And actually, the routes were pretty crazy because, they did have blockades back then and stuff that were trying to cut off those routes. So for them to attack Pearl Harbor, but there's two different carrier groups that attacked. One came from top of Japan and one from bottom, and, they each took, different directions to get past all that crap. Is insane. But the whole funny thing about the flat earthers and, we can provide all the scientific evidence in the world that it's not flat. Anything from, the eclipses and all that shit. What have they got? Nothing. Not one picture, not one snapshot. And, whatever we give them, it's CGI, it's Photoshop, it's this, it's that. It's, NASA's got this conspiracy theory, and I guess the ancient Greeks and even Magellan were in on it too. They were NASA employees at one time. Jesus Christ.
I wonder if any pilots are flat earthers. And I used to date one. Maybe I should look them up and be like, hey.
Oh, God, I can't. Don't. Just don't.
What do you guys think about flat earthers? Do you know any? I mean, they're up there. They get the view, so.
Yeah, they are just.
I'm waiting for that pilot whistleblower to come out.
I know, right? So why can't you fly over Antarctica? I'm like, dude, that's it's considered the Arctic or Antarctica. It's considered a desert. Technically, it is because of the amount of rainfall they get. They don't get any hardly. It's a big old block of ice. And what people don't realize there, you don't want to fly over because it's so huge. And when you get by the pole, you're going to lose all your instruments. And you're going to be flying blind for all you know. You're going to be flying in circles for God knows how long. And there's nothing out there. There's nothing, that you can go off of. You're fucked. Big time. For a pilot to fly through there are some, and they are really good at what they do. They know what they're doing. They've been specially trained to do that. And it's just, it's not one of those things that you want to do. You'll lose everything. All your instruments, GPS, the compass, all that stuff is gone. Thank you, Push It. With aircraft carriers. You're right. Yeah, that was a big
women decoders.
What are they decoding? I don't know.
I thought one of the most she was a chick that was one of the best decoders for the military.
Oh, we had them. Yes. I don't know if one of them was more famous than anybody else. Because we cracked their codes, yeah. There's a movie, one of it was the last one Henry Cavill did. Trying to remember. I own the damn thing. I can't remember. League of Ungentlemanly Warfare. So Henry Cavill's in it. The guy that plays on that one series on Netflix. I think it's Netflix. Shit, I can't think of his name. Alan Richardson is the guy. It's based off of true events, and it's a really good movie. If you ever get a chance to watch it, watch it. It's one of my favorites. And if you don't, I'll tell you, first, if you don't catch it when you're watching it, the one guy is, oh God, why do I keep going stupid here? Is the guy that wrote the James Bond novels, Ian something. So basically, this is where he got all the ideas at for his James Bond novels. But it's a pretty violent and crazy ass movie. You'd love it if you're into that sort of thing.
Nope, I don't like violence.
I love violence. Violence never solves anything. Well, you're not applying enough of it.
I like 80s cheesy action movies like Red Dawn and Commando.
Oh, I just found a whole bunch on Prime that just popped up, like The Great Outdoors. That one John Cusack movie, I love that one, but it's not on there. Remember where they're skiing? And he kept pulling up to that stoplight, and that the two Japanese dudes pull up alongside him in the car, and they start doing the Howard Cosell talk, and they challenge him to a race, and always blew his ass away. Better Off Dead. That's not on there, but One Crazy Summer is on there, and hell, Bobcat's in it too. It's a funny ass movie, but yeah, The Great Outdoors with John Candy, Dan Aykroyd. That's fucking awesome as hell. So yeah, I've come across a bunch of 80s movies. When's the next season of Witcher coming out, Meg? I don't know how much of an intelligence. Are you talking about World War II still push-ups? I don't know how much of intelligence they had, because I know that Japan invaded China back then. That's when we did that deal letting our servicemen unenlist and go over there. They became the Fighting Tigers, which is pretty cool, because Major Pappy Boyington of the famous Black Sheep Squadron was also a Flying Tiger at one time. Ian Fleming, thank you, push-ups. Couldn't think of his name. Oh, no way. Chase this out. You met Bobcat? He's nationalist. Yeah, he cracked me up in those, those Police Academy movies. I heard Steve Gutenberg from Police Academy. I heard his place got burned down in the fires. Yes, nationalist China. Yeah, China went through hell back then, and look what happened. We helped them out, and they just totally screwed us over. Iran, there's another one that screwed us over. As soon as they got those F-14s, they were like, eh. But, you know, so be it. I don't watch it. I just know about Henry Cavill. You should watch it. It's a really damn good series. Now what you mouthing off about?
You have to tell me about Bobcat.
Yeah, what? Yeah. What about him?
I met Chris Rock. I have a picture with him. I met a lot of famous people at my bar. But as comedians go, I met Chris Rock and Aries Spears.
Oh, Aries, he cracks me up. I like him.
Really down to earth.
Heard he was.
And then Chris Rock, he didn't even want to be there, but he had to make the appearance. And then I was the server of the VIP room. But his brother Tony Rock, he was nice as shit. He was partying, having a good old time. But then like I got a picture with Chris Rock. It's on my Facebook. But he just literally like stood there and he like made like his goofy like everybody hates Chris. He made that face, so it's I look like shit because I worked all night, like I was sweating and gross, but still he made the picture look pretty good. So
yeah, all right, people, we're gonna wrap this up for tonight, and don't let me forget, if you get up in the morning and you see our shit and it still says birthday bash, call me. I'm going to try to fix that here in a little bit. And don't forget, I'm doing the Scream stream here. I think I got tagged in at 10 p.m. New maps, new jumps. I'm pretty sure I'll be screaming like a little girl again. What's this?
I think you should narrate more. Like, I think you would get more people to watch if you were more narrating as you go in.
I don't know what... I don't know. That's the whole thing.
That's what the gamer streamers, it's annoying. They're like, okay, do we go this way or do we look here? Okay, we're going to go
that's the problem with this game. The game's totally interactive. It hears everything I say, and it will... in fact, one of the ghosts, if you say any swear words, it'll come after you with a hard-on. But it's totally interactive. It hears what you say. It will act accordingly. You know, try to... I don't know how many times I've gone in there and they're like right on the other side of the door. Just you can hear them. You know, you hear the floor creaks just waiting for you. And
as a medium and a psychic, I don't need scary games. Like, I can go find that shit on my own.
I tell you what. Well, you guys remember when I mentioned about that cult thing that I had a little run-in with? Let me find this real quick, and then we'll wrap this up for good.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. And
yes, always. Thank you. We appreciate you.
Next week we'll try the microphone. Little by little, we're getting there. With my 90s vintage shower curtain.
We've come a long way. We can get through this stuff now. Here we go. I found it. All right. Whoops. All right. Higher spiritualism. This is Reverend Keith Reinhardt. I believe yeah, that's his name.
Bye, Saw. See you next week.
Foundation is a New Age church, believing in and demonstrating.
This is Reverend Weston D. Bailey of the Aquarian Foundation. Reverend Bailey, what is the Aquarian Foundation?
Alan, the Aquarian Foundation is a New Age church, believing in and demonstrating New Age principles. Reverend Reinhardt established the Aquarian Foundation in the year 1955.
Again, the mouth. Initial the tape with any identification mark that you desire so that you know the tape is not switched for some other tape.
He has cooperated with scientists in top universities in over 20 different countries. And there have been such manifestations through his physical phenomena as flesh and blood materialization under the most controlled of scientific conditions, the changing of water into wine.
Have you any idea what might happen tonight?
I never know what's going to happen, Alan.
Check the mark.
I call bullshit.
This is Dr. John Leone.
But I think what impressed me was the amount of material, foreign objects that came out of his mouth, and also the material that came from the eyelids as he seemed to pop out things from the lower eyelids the way you would take a lens out of the eye.
They appeared to be very genuine. This is Colonel Chris Wilcox of the United States Air Force.
The physical phenomena that I saw, the gemstones falling from the eyes and so forth, taken in the whole, I think it's a very impressive display.
This is Officer Steve Young of the Honolulu Police Force. Officer Young, would it be possible to hide such an object in the cavity of the eye or in the mouth, throat?
In my professional opinion, perhaps it is possible for a single object to be hidden, but when you have numerous physical objects coming from the eyeballs, my answer is no, it cannot be done. It is impossible.
Materializing objects, going past known dimensions of form and time, occupying a space.
That was ectoplasm right there, supposedly. So, yeah. Some crazy shit, huh?
Yeah, I don't mess with that culty shit.
I don't either. It's just, man, if you got paid money to go to a church, there you go right there. It's not a fucking church. That's a cult. So, oh, Randy Rhodes. All right.
Thanks for hanging out, guys.
All right. Love you guys, and we'll see you next Wednesday. Talk to y'all later. Peace. Bye.